Rachel, Viva Canelo. We watched Canelo Alvarez over the weekend, and his first fight at 168 pounds, he took on a secondary title holder, Rocky Fielding, at Madison Square Garden in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Canelo completely dominated, knocking him out in 3 rounds. What's next for Canelo?
I don't know. It was just, I guess it was, I was a little confused at first. So, like, there was some talk about, like, well, why is he doing this? This isn't a real fight because it's like the opponent isn't up to his level and all this stuff. And so we talked a little bit about that last night. And watching Canelo come up is that he is always willing to fight. And so it seemed like that was part of, like, what this was. So maybe, quickly getting a fight in on DAZN. After he signed with them, instead of having us wait like a really long time, or I don't know, maybe that's contractual. I have no idea. But getting that done, he came in. He still had, marks on his face from the last fight. Had a knee brace on, but and what I saw was Canelo come in and use this maybe as a learning opportunity for the weight class, or how he feels at this weight, whether or not he's going to go back down to the weight class below.
So I think definitely in the foreseeable future, he's going to go back down to 160. He's a middleweight champion of the world. There's lots of good fights for him there.
Yeah.
The idea was to pit him against David Lemieux, potentially, if Lemieux had won his fight, which was supposed to be on the card, against Turion Johnson. But Lemieux, hopefully he's doing better, but he was in the hospital for dehydration issues. That's a troubling thing. So I'm not sure that fight happens now. I was looking forward to that fight just because I love David Lemieux. I know Alvarez pretty much knocks Lemieux out. But that'd be a fun fight. Now, the fight that I want to see most for his next bout, which will be over Cinco de Mayo weekend in 2019, is against middleweight title holder Danny Jacobs.
Yeah.
I really like that fight a lot. I think that Jacobs is a really great boxer. Mm-hmm. He's got a lot of speed, and I think that he can give Canelo problems. I still like Canelo in the fight, but I really think that that's a good middleweight fight. It's a competitive fight. Jacobs can definitely pull the upset. He's that good. And it's a fight we haven't seen before. I'm not in a rush to see Alvarez fight Golovkin again.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk about that last night where I almost felt like that was being pushed. Granted, if DAZN is going to sign Golovkin, that's very good reason for them to push that matchup.
I'm not against that matchup. I'm just against. I don't want to see it again so soon. I want to wait.
Yeah, like I'm just not. I don't know. Golovkin didn't bring enough in the first 2 fights for me to think that he's going to do anything different in a third fight.
He's getting older, and
whereas Canelo, like, I see Canelo fight in all kinds of different ways. So the way I saw Canelo fight last night was different than how he fought in other fights. Like, he didn't even need his speed last night because his opponent was not very fast. So he didn't do any of that ducking and sliding, that matrix moves that he does in other fights. So yeah, I am interested in Danny Jacobs, and with Jacobs, there was some talk that maybe he won his fight against Golovkin.
Yeah, there were some people that thought he was knocked down in the fight, but he definitely stormed back strong. It was at least a very close decision, and Jacobs, I think, rightfully deserves a rematch with Golovkin. He didn't get it. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, and he could be, right now, the better fighter because Jacobs is younger than Golovkin. That's been, at least a couple years now that they fought. So he could be better than him. That's exactly why I want to see Jacobs and Canelo, at least in May.
Yeah.
So there you have it. That's all we got. Like, comment, and subscribe. We talk a lot.